All right, we are live and we are coming at you from war-torn New Jersey still. And this is the Buckley Report 2.0 live Instagram, meaning I have nothing to do today. And I've just been schooled by young Buckley, and he's actually right. And what we are going to ask at this time, not right this second, but you guys all know how to contact me. I would love for a few of you to shoot me some information and give me some suggestions about what kind of content you want the next time we do an actual official video. I mean, the last couple have not really been official. They've just been, IG or FB Live. So we're just kind of winging it. And here we are. We've got a few people watching. And let's see. Who do we have over here? I don't know. See if anybody wants to join us. Anybody that I actually like. Let's see. Well, first thing that we could say is that things are going very, very, very rough in New York City and in the major metropolitan areas across the country. The market obviously is sluggish, but I mean, again, stuff is selling. It's very, I don't know, how can I say it? It's pretty predictable at this point. In a couple of weeks, we're going to really see what's going to shake out over the summer. I mean, and the summer is just going to be brutal. Oh wow, Mesba. Hey, what's up? I think that the number one thing that we have to remember is that even though the market is slipping, there's a lot more important stuff going on than, buying and selling watches, believe it or not. I mean, not for me, but for everybody else in the world. And this, I'm sure, seems really trivial, but I'm just doing it mostly just to keep myself, occupied. Secondly, to maybe, give somebody some information that could help them. Again, we've been getting lots of calls for, we're getting calls to buy, actually. I mean, a lot of people are having proms. A lot of people, not proms that they're actually going to go to. Kids are going to actually graduate from online school. And, the parents are buying them a gift, I guess, that's going, I mean, I don't know whether they would have bought them a gift like a Rolex or some other kind of watch, even if all of this stuff wasn't going on. But we've been getting, we got some calls. I spoke with Danny this morning, and he's telling me that he got calls for, for gifts, which was a good sign. I mean, people that have disposable income right now are going to use it. It's just that, we're going to find that a lot of the disposable income that was coming from, just regular, younger people who are working towards their first Rolex and whatnot. I mean, that's going to be where it's going to really start taking a toll on a lot of the retail dealers. We've got a few people over here on FB Live. We're shooting again in New Jersey, and New Jersey has been actually pretty tame, considering. I hear that there's crazy stuff going on in New York. I mean, obviously, hospital-wise, but I mean, now 2 weeks into this thing, I mean, I think we've all known somebody or been associated with someone who either has this virus or has died from the virus, or knows somebody who knows somebody who has died or has this virus. So this thing is real and it's happening. What do we have here? Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we've got a pretty good amount of people here. Where's my boy Niraj? He's on Facebook. What are you doing on Facebook, Niraj? I don't understand. Hey, Carl Cohen, you're online too. Let me wave to Carl Cohen. And I'll wave to Faisal. I can't see Faisal. Faisal's yelling at me because he doesn't like the way I pronounce his name. So, I mean, I don't know. We don't have anybody getting ready to join. I'm surprised. Nobody wants to be famous or be actually seen by 20 people. Interesting sales this week. Noticing the paddock market is, softening up, but I mean, it's moving. I mean, stuff is definitely selling, but pricing is extremely, it's extremely soft. By extremely soft, I'm going to say maybe 10 to 20% off what normal pricing was maybe 2 months ago, which was still softening up at that time. We're experiencing a lot of people calling fishing for selling, meaning that guys are calling up asking if we're buying, what are we paying for a two-tone Daytona? What are we paying for a steel Daytona? What are we paying for a Datejust 2? And I mean, my answer to most of them right now is, look, here's the price. I'm going to give you the 2 week down the road price. And, if you want to shop it around for 2 weeks, you could do that. But I'm not going to guarantee the price in 2 weeks. I'm just looking at it in terms of, just straight resale. We're not going to have that real fluid seller's market that, a lot of guys have been used to over the years. And I mean, that's okay. It's the way it's going to be right now. We're noticing that as people are getting more and more consumed with the virus and the economic hit that a lot of stores and retail stores and businesses are taking right now, I mean, this really isn't as important as it was. I mean, I don't know. The first week or so that all of this hit, it seemed like there was a lot of action, mainly, just people trying to keep themselves sane or just stay in the game. Now it's just the people that actually need something. And I mean, this office in particular, I mean, we're dealing with our regular customers who are, always buying, what they need. Retail sales, I'm sure right now are, softening and about to get really, really soft in the next couple of weeks. I was speaking with a retail seller yesterday, an employee for a retail group, and they deal primarily in, online retail, higher end, basically dealing with folks who have more money than knowledge in the business. And they're starting to get the calls that, a lot of clients that they sold to recently are looking to sell back. And, when you're a retail seller, you're either going to have very little interest in buying back stuff that you sold at crazy 30 or 40% higher than it should have been sold. And these guys are going to be out there in the market sooner or later looking to sell. And they usually come to us or other wholesalers like, I'm not going to mention their names, but you all know who they are. And they're gonna break their hearts. So I just think that the main thing that we can do right now is to just stay the course, sit tight. If something comes up and it's an absolute no-brainer, which, I mean, there are a couple of no-brainers that pop up and you have to move on them. And you've got to be liquid right now in order to move on them, which is the problem for a lot of these retail sellers. They're just, a lot of them are consignment based, a lot of them have investors, and the trick to this whole thing is, you have to own your own inventory. When you don't own your own inventory, you are not in control of your destiny, especially in a down market. So I'm thinking that the most prudent approach is to sit on cash right now, unless you have, a no-brainer deal. Like somebody walks up and, they want to sell you a two-tone sub for $6,000, or a, no holds gold through for 6,500 or something like that. I mean, that's not my market, but I mean, I think that's where, you're going to be able to get in and out of it quickly. And you can't buy on spec right now unless you're ready to hold for, the near future, which the near future right now is going to be, like I said, the summer is going to come, and it's always slow in the summer. And then you've got September, October, which is the beginning of the school year, and people are going to be preoccupied. So who knows, who's going to be really buying modern watches. The vintage watch market, I mean, it's still bubbling, it's still moving, but it's all about quality right now. And the real players are, they're still in the game, and, we're all just sitting here waiting, because it's going to be interesting. It is definitely going to be interesting. Where are we now? We have 10 minutes in, and I think we are about to just check some questions here. Good to see you on again. Where do I look? Finding Gilt dial chronographs. I don't know. Gilt dial. Here, what am I wearing today? Oh man, sorry. Here. Not wearing anything today. Here, how about this? I'll put on a Cartier. Is it running? No, it's not. That's not good. I think I have a Cartier somewhere over here. Yeah, this is a Cartier day. Okay, we'll put on a Cartier. Here we go. Don't judge me, people. Me. Yeah, I like this watch. I've had it for the longest time because I can't sell the damn thing. Yeah, so I think that once we get past, yeah, hello, first in the room. What's up, buddy? Yeah. I'm just looking. Great info for beginners. So our price is slowing down. Yeah, of course. Down. Absolutely. Again, what things will take a dip versus those that will maintain? Again, the most the most relevant information that I can give you guys is to be really careful of the really high-end boutique type watches, the Miele's. I mean, I don't get them. You know, the concept APs, all of that stuff is it's going to slow down. It's not going to be completely dead, but it's got to be the type of stuff that's going to take a hit. You know, it has to. It's the type of thing that there's a very small market for it, and that market has gotten smaller in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Tell us your craziest watch story. Now, this is a PG rated show, but we definitely have some crazy ones. I'll tell Buckley to shoot when we really shoot. But any last questions from anybody? We are going to shut it down in about 2 minutes. And let me see. Yeah, there you go. Why is Eric Koo online and not saying hello? The nerve of him. Hold on. Good to see you. I'm just going through the last questions. I think we are about, who was my best guest ever? I had a guest. I mean, Jared was a great guest, being that he was the only one. I mean, I have to say, I miss Jared. He just texted me this morning, and hopefully I could touch base with him and he could maybe sell me some of his overpriced wholesale inventory. Sorry, buddy. Okay, we're going to shut it down, and want to thank everybody for coming on, and just hang in there. We're going to be back here in a couple of days. Today is Tuesday, so probably towards the end of the week, we'll be shooting. We may shoot an Instagram Live again, but we're going to be shooting a real episode, and we'll try to have somebody on there, probably via Skype or FaceTime, that's going to help me out over here and give a different perspective on what's selling, what's not, what to buy, what not to buy, and where to get toilet paper and paper towels. Paper towels are crazy hard to get. Okay, so thanks very much for joining us, and we will be back towards the end of the week. Thank you so much. Later.